Hi guys, I am recording this from home and this is Max. He's going to be reading with me today. All right, the book that I'll be reading to you is called The Pencil by Susan Avingaq and Maren Vetsula. I love the pictures in this book. The Pencil. See you later, Anana said. You three be good for Atata. We will, Rebecca, Peter, and I said in unison. The warm air rushed out of the igloo as our mother left to go help a woman in a neighboring igloo deliver a baby. As Anana passed our lead dog, Quinukia, we heard him let out a little yip. He loved attention. Our igloo was a very cozy place. We didn't have much, so our parents told us to use what we had wisely. My favorite place in our igloo was the corner near the gullig, where Anana kept her important things in a wooden box. This is where she kept things like tools for cleaning skins, needles, and sinew for sewing, and even a pencil. The sun's out, Atata called. Why don't you draw on the window? Anana had been teaching my older sister and me how to write by letting us practice on the ice window. Rebecca and I loved writing with our fingers on the frosty surface. We also liked to watch Anana write letters to people in other camps with a pencil. It was so neat. Because we didn't always have paper, she would use wrappers and other things like the tea box or a sugar bag. But now we were all alone with Atata, so we could not watch Anana write letters. It was nice to spend some time with Atata. Sometimes he even let us do things that Anana didn't let us do. At first, we played our regular games. We had a jumping contest on the floor of the igloo. Then we played with dolls that Ananachek had made for us. We even played a game of hide and seek with a blindfold. But soon we got tired of all our regular games, and Anana was still not back. Peter was beginning to get restless. What else can we do? He asked. I knew something that would be really fun to do, using the pencil. We could never ask Atata that because the pencil was so special to Anana. Oh, but it would be so much fun. As we were thinking of what else to do, Atata did something he almost never did. He went into Anana's things and he pulled out the pencil. The pencil, Peter and I yelled. We hardly ever got to see it. It got a little bit smaller every time we saw it. It was very short now, with only a tiny little bit of eraser left. Atata passed me the pencil, saying, "How about drawing some pictures for your brother?" I couldn't believe it. Anana always said that we needed to be very careful with the pencil and that it wasn't a toy. I took the pencil. I was a little nervous, but I loved how it felt in my hand. Atata pulled out a piece of paper for me to draw on. I knew it was the only paper we had. I began drawing. It was so much fun, so different from drawing on the frozen window. I quickly forgot about being nervous and just kept going. It was so neat to see my drawings taking shape on the page. I drew pictures of seals and caribou. "Draw me, Susan," Peter begged. So I drew a picture that looked just like him. As the time passed, we each got a turn with the pencil. When we had filled up the sheet of paper, Atada pulled out a part of an old tea box. Rebecca practiced her writing. Peter drew scribbles, and even Atada drew some different types of Inuksuk for us to learn about. Atada had to sharpen the pencil a few times with his knife. It was getting shorter and shorter, and I was beginning to worry about how Anana would react when she got home. Just as we'd finished drawing all over the tea box, I heard Quinukia let out an excited yip. Anana was back! I wondered what she would say when she saw the tiny pencil and our only piece of paper full of drawings. Anana looked tired. She was happy that the new baby had been born, but when she saw the pencil had been taken out and that it was even smaller now, the smile on her face faded. "Look what we did, Anana," Peter yelled in excitement. "Wow," Anana said slowly, looking at all our drawings. "You have all been very busy." "Did you see my drawing of Peter? Look, Anana." I was so proud that I wanted to make sure she saw that one. "I see," Anana said. "You know, the reason we have to use our things very wisely is because they are quite difficult to get. We have only one pencil right now, and we won't be able to get another until we return to the trading post," she said. We all must have looked a little disappointed. Anana saw our faces and smiled. "I'm happy you had a great day with the pencil," Anana said, "and this drawing really does look like Peter." We crowded around Anana, pointing out all the drawings we had done. It's amazing how something as small as a pencil brought us so much joy that day. I would always remember what Anana had said about using things wisely, and I knew that even though we didn't have much, we always took care of what we have. The end.